Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm here with Swaggy. Swaggy's right next to me.
Yeah, what's good, guys?
What's up, Swaggy? But today we're going to talk about, so the Rockets play the Lakers in about 2.5 hours from now. I've been covering the Rockets the whole season. I've been doing some Laker videos ever since kind of the trade deadline. So now that we're here in person and that the Rockets and the Lakers play tonight, also, guys, we will probably be live for a decent chunk of the game at least. But if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit that sub button. We're out here doing this every single day. We're out here live in Houston, having a blast, getting this content in. So the Lakers are one game out. LeBron James was just ruled out for tonight, but I don't think this game matters, even if AD and LeBron are not playing. However, we were talking about this earlier today. The Rockets and the Lakers, they go pretty far back. Last year, obviously, the Rockets knocked them out, or the Lakers knocked out the Rockets. And then you had the whole Rondo, CP3 beef 2 years ago. So this game's super personal, and no matter who plays for the Rockets, who doesn't play for the Rockets, they're going to give it their all. And if I'm the Lakers, I'm actually terrified probably about the Rockets the most, because they go Pacers and then Pelicans, and I know those are not two easy wins, but I think that they'll have those under control with LeBron James and Anthony Davis good to go. So, do you have any thoughts about tonight?
So
real quick though, the Lakers are one game out, so they're one game behind the Mavs, and the Mavs have a very easy remaining schedule. They go Pelicans, Raptors, Timberwolves.
didn't Luka? Luka got banged up, right? I'm not sure his availability moving forward, but
Yeah, I think he's probably still good to go. I know
Yeah.
Kristaps I think he's doubtful, or he maybe got upgraded to questionable. But I think Luka's good to go. But yeah, he did get banged up a little bit. He had a bad game against the Grizzlies, whenever that was, last night or 2 nights ago. But
yeah. So there's something about the Lakers this year where it's not like previous years where it's like whatever seed they get, whatever matchup, like we're chilling. No, the Lakers they're in a little bit of trouble. We're not gonna panic or anything, but Warriors Lakers in a playing game right now, I'm taking the Warriors. I think Steph Curry is playing out of his mind right now. You throw in the fact that Andrew Wiggins has stepped up. If they should have Oubre back. I don't know if he's back yet, but he's another body. I mean, Steph Curry alone, I don't care who else is out there. I mean, Draymond and stuff like that. But one game is like the Lakers were horrible last season in the first game of the playoffs. They lost the Rockets and the Blazers. Nuggets, I can't remember, but overall, a one game with this veteran Lakers team, I'd be worried. But I mean, the Lakers' next 3 games, like you mentioned, Rockets tonight. I mean, no Kevin Porter Jr., no Christian Wood. It's in LA, easy win. There's no way the Rockets win.
possibly no Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, so even with
They'll put up a fight, but we're just so shorthanded right now. You need a miracle almost. You need 2 guys at least to put up 30 or 25 highly efficient night.
Now I will say some people might disagree with this, but I think that Pacers game's a trap. The Pacers Domantas Sabonis is still playing, right?
Yeah.
They're in the playoffs. That's a big game for them, just as much as it is for the Lakers. That's a trap. I think for some reason the Pacers might surprise a lot of Laker fans. At least, even if the Lakers win, it's not going to be easy, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And then again, the Pelicans, I don't know what's going on with Lonzo. He's out tonight for some reason, but if he's out there, I mean, nothing's easy. But overall, I mean, the Lakers they need to fight for the 6th seed because they avoid the play-in tournament. But I just don't see that happening. But even if they get the 7th seed, I mean, it's just you just want to avoid the play-in. That should be the Lakers' priority. But I'm not worried. I mean, LeBron and AD, because they're playing the Rockets tonight at home, get to rest. If this was a must-win game, they'd be out there. I'd hope, because it's literally a huge game. But so they get the luxury of resting. But then they have a back-to-back. So LeBron's going to come back off of a high ankle sprain. He didn't re-aggravate it, but he did. It was a little bit uncomfortable, he said. So
yeah.
So a back-to-back against a Pacers team that's fighting for the play-in tournament and a Pelicans team that is not playing for anything, but still they're young and they're scrappy. I mean, any Van Gundy team is, of course, Stan Van Gundy team is going to play defense. Or actually, that's not true because the Pelicans are horrible defensively, but they used to back in the day when I grew up watching basketball. I can't say that for the Pelicans, but that's what I would say about the Lakers, man, mostly.
So another thing I forgot to mention, though, the Trailblazers, we were just talking about this last night. Don't the Lakers have the tiebreaker of the Trailblazers, or was that
They don't. No,
they don't.
No,
so
they lost. Yeah.
The Trailblazer, because they just beat the Lakers last week.
Yeah.
But however, so the Trailblazers are ahead of the Mavs and the Lakers. They're tied technically with the Mavs, but they have the tiebreaker. So they're a game ahead of the Lakers, and they have the tiebreaker. But they play Utah and Phoenix and Denver. So there's still a slimmer of hope that they can fall into the 6th seed. But dude, you're speaking facts because it's
Yeah.
first off, no team 7 seed or higher has ever won the NBA Finals, so that's insane.
How many of
And
those teams have LeBron James?
That's a great point, but man,
Yeah.
this West is deep this year, and with the Lakers' injuries, it's just like worrisome. It's
Oh,
worrisome.
100%, man. Even Laker fans, they're not tripping over this. They understand, like, we need to start playing basketball.
Yeah,
Like, we need to get going, man.
This is a very big win, but they just need to. It's one game at a time. You can't control the Trailblazers. You can't control the Mavericks. You can only control that game. So tonight they play the Rockets. By the time this video is out, half of you guys, it'll probably be over. By the time like most of you watch this video, would not be shocked if the Rockets win. I would not be shocked. I know roster-wise, it's not going to be close, but that heart, that height, man, it's that grit. Oof, you never know.
I'm just saying, Taylor Horton-Tucker is better than anyone the Rockets are bringing out there tonight, first of all.
Wow.
Kyle Kuzma is, say what you want about him, I've always been a big Kuz fan. I thought that the addition of AD really, I know that the addition of AD hurt him because what's his role now? If Kuz had a legit role with the Lakers, he wouldn't be an all-star, but he'd be a star at
I
least.
think he'd be a good player.
Yeah, like Kuz is great his rookie year, man. He was scoring 20, 30-point games. Like,
He was averaging like
he can
18.
go off.
Yeah.
Like, dude, last game against the Knicks, right? Like, Kuz had 23 points on 9 of 17 shooting. That's fine. Like, that's doable.
He's been inefficient, but when you don't have a really clear role, I saw a video about LeBron today where he was saying, like there's a team is a team. Like you have to have certain players playing certain roles. It's just like with Kuzma's role. I love Kuzma, but sometimes he's really inconsistent. I know he'll get it down for the playoffs because he's been in the league for a while. He wants to win, and I know the heart's there. So we'll see what happens tonight, guys. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit that sub button, and we'll see you guys later.
Yo, one more quick thing, guys. I want to give a shout out to Andre Drummond because I've been on this guy's ass all year. I know you're probably not the biggest Drummond fan. Last night, man, he balled out 16 and 18.
Ooh.
Incredibly clutch defense down the stretch. Without him, they do not win that game. So I just want to shout out Andre Drummond, bro. But
Shout out Andre Drummond, baby. Hit that like button.
yes, sir.